In this video, I will go through how to edit the website for Sprintstonetrust.org. The website consists of basically 3 pages: the home page, the mission statement, and a contact us page. Those are the 3 pages. To log into your website, you go after your URL and you write vp-admin. You're not presented with a login screen, and here you have to fill in the credential and you're logged in. Now you are logged into WordPress backside, so not the visible side, but the admin panel. Here you can also do a lot of things like creating more pages. There are some other settings. You can make a backup once in a while. It's always a good idea. But the best thing to do is to click up here and go back to the front page. As you have logged in now, you get this toolbar at the top, and we have something called Enable Visual Builder. This is a feature within the template that we are using, so you can edit live on what you see on the page. So I will do some demonstrations here just to show how it works. So when I am on the page that I want to edit at the moment at home page, I can click Enable Visual Builder. It will load the page again, but now when you take the mouse over, you get some fields that you can edit. And as you see, there are 3 colors. You have the gray one, which are modules. You have the green one, which are called rows. And you have the blue one, they are called section. And you can see more or less on the line what it covers. As a rule of thumb, you're always going to edit the module, because that's what keeps the texts, the line, the subtext, the text again, the subtext, the picture, and the text. So, rule of thumb, always the gray module settings. There's one exception, and that is the front picture. As you can see, that is clearly marked that it's covered in the blue. So if you want to change the background picture, for example, you click on the wheel. It will open an editing box, and I check the background, and here I can see the picture. I then click on it to change it. I can upload a new picture if I want by clicking here, or use another picture in the library. At the moment, there are a couple of pictures that has the right size. There are some that are smaller that should not be used. So if you find another picture, upload it in the right size, as mentioned in the email I will send together with this movie. And now I will just do some tests for you to see what happens. So when I mark this picture, let's say it's the right size, I click it and it will change the picture. You can do this as many times as you want. And when you're happy, you click the green button, which means that you are happy and you will exit this module. At the moment, I will put it back to the original one. This I have prepared with some dark shaded area around it, just to make sure that it's dark enough for the text to appear. So now when you have chosen the correct picture, you close it. At this point, it has still not been saved. You have to exit the Visual Builder and save it. Now the changes should have been saved if you have chosen another picture. Let's enter one more time and see how to change the text. If you wanted to change this text, you see it's marked, you click the wheel and you write it here. You do not do any formatting, you just write it in clear text, as the formatting has taken place somewhere else under the design tab, where you can go in and say, font, you can say size, etc. But you shouldn't worry about this. Just focus on the text itself. So when I scroll further down, the same goes for this. There are 2 lines here. I click on this. You can edit the text. I click on the second one. I can edit the text. I go down here. Again, the gray field. I can change the picture. You can change the text, the title, I mean, the text. There are some grayed out areas, and that means that they're not visible. For example, this is grayed out. So it's there, but we decide to take it away. So it's not visible on the website. But when you are in editing mode, you will see it. You can change the picture again. There's a logo. And here we have a slideshow. When I want to change pictures in the slideshow, again, I click this and I get all the pictures here that are part of the slideshow. If you want to delete some, you click there. If you want to add some more, you click there and you add them. They will now be part of the slideshow. This will obviously be last, and I can move it first. And now it is the first picture. As you can see, the size of this image is a little bit bigger than the other ones. If you see that one, now I drag this up, you see it's a little bit bigger. Again, it's good to keep to the correct sizes, and the dimensions of the pictures will be stated in the email that I will send you together with this video. So you can change the pictures here. Again, here you have 3 small stories. This is basically a small text that you see here. You have an image that you can change, and it will link. It will not link to anywhere because we removed it. So it's basically just some small texts. Again, if we had some articles that was talking about this, we could link it to those articles, but that's not relevant in the moment. We continue to scroll down. Again, here you have a picture. You click on this. It has the text here, and on the image you can change the picture. Contact form, it's nothing important to change there. It is as it is, and I think you can just leave that. And then we have a banner here at the bottom and the logo. So now I can exit this one. I've done a lot of tests, so I would just say don't save them. So when you go to page number 2, mission statement, again, if you want to edit, you click Enter Visual Builder. Again, you can change the top picture. That's the only place that you are going to use the blue section settings. As mentioned before, it's all about the gray. So the trust, the mission text, and down here you can edit the text as well. You can add some more objectives, remove, go down to the picture, change that as well if you want, and that's it. And the last page, you always should go out, and I will not save anything I've done. Go to Contact Us, enable Visual Builder. Again, the picture here, you can change here. Again, you can see that I put a dark shade on the picture, because if not, the text up here will not be very visible. So that's how that is. Again, you can change these things. Here as well, you have some different areas, the address, the line, and then down here you have the address. If you want to change the address, you change it there. Phone number, there, change the phone number. Email, change the email. Get in touch, and you have again the contact form, and I don't think that you need to do anything with that. I will exit this, not save, and I will go back to the back panel. There's one thing at the back panels that is good to maybe look into, and that is if you go to your dashboard, you have something here called a keep a backup. It's good once in a while to make a backup of your site, because if you make a problem, we can restore it quite easily to the previous state. And you do this simply by clicking backup now and backup now. And this backup will run for about 30 seconds. I will just pause the video. And there the backup has finished. It's good to do that like before you try to make major changes. If something goes wrong, I can very easily restore it with a couple of clicks. But if you don't have a backup, you might lose everything you have made since the last changes. So it's good once in a while to just do that. Back to the website. And this can always be here. You don't have to log out, because once you logged in, you will always have this available up here. If you wish for, you can log out, and you are back on the front page. And now you don't have the admin panel at the top. So this is how you, in a small, a little walkthrough on how to edit the website. I have written up some dimensions of the pictures, like the big image on top. We are talking about this one. And the single picture below the slideshow. I will go back to the home page. I'm referring to this picture here. This is the size. Slideshow pictures. It's good to have the right size, so when the slides change, they look identical. If you have different size, the smooth transition between the picture will not look so great. So there we have the dimension of that. And all other pictures should have 900 times 600 pixels. And then I'm referring to picture like this ones, and this ones. So those are kind of the 4 different sizes of pictures at the moment we are using on the website. And it's good to try to stick with them, because when you change them, it might affect the layout slightly. Okay, I hope that was enough to get started, and feel free to ask any questions if you have any.